Hello, I'm not back. I'm not here, you're imagining this. But I am in the kitchen, and that means that probably somebody's getting crunk. So what I'm going to do is talk to you tonight about how to take a brick, and that's what this is. It's a vacuum packed brick of kava, which is how Kava Time sells their kavas. They're a company out of Florida. They sell almost exclusively Fijian kavas, which they are very much sticklers with when it comes to quality, and particularly in the production. And one of the things they do is produce their kavas, instead of loose powder, they're compressed and vacuum packed into a brick. And if you don't know what you're doing, it can be scary, and I'm here to unscare you. So what we're going to do is we're going to open it up. This is Kava Time Gourmet Kava Tea. It's a dietary supplement. What it is actually, this stuff is Taveuni's secret. It's from the island of Taveuni. It's also where my second or third favorite kava in the world comes from, which would be Taveuni's Laveno, which unfortunately Kava Time doesn't sell anymore. But they do sell this Taveuni secret, and I recently bought a lot of it, and I'm glad it's very good. But I'm going to be reviewing it for you here now. But the first thing, the main point of this video, is to show you how to take this brick and get it into something you can use. So what you need is some scissors to open up the package, and this will work with all of their bricks. And you need a bowl, a nice big bowl, which I have here. And I'll show you this in minute detail, because it gets a little tricky, but once you master it, it's very easy, and it's very wonderful, and it's kind of sensuous and fun, if you're a little weird. So, I have this brick. It actually looks like a 1 pound brick. That's what it is. So, if we can point the camera here into the bowl. Now, one thing you don't want to do, which is probably your first instinct, is to take a sharp implement and attack it like this to attempt to break it up. What will happen is the instrument will glance off of the brick into your hand. It'll go right through your hand like this. There'll be blood everywhere. It'll ruin the kava. Your good time will be over. You don't want it. So don't do that. What you want to do is just use your hands. Make sure they're clean. And go for the edges and start to try to gently break away, because none of the other techniques will work. This one will. Just use your thumbs and break it up. Use your thumbs and break it up. And then once you've done that, you want to have these big chunks in the bowl, and then just do the rest of the job, gently. And this just takes a couple of moments. Now, as you're doing it, because it was packed when it was fresh, as you are breaking this up, it will release this most incredible odor of really freshly ground and prepared kava root. And in general, and you can take this to the bank, in general that means it's probably going to be a nice bit of grog that you'll be drinking. And there, oh, it looks so beautiful, doesn't it? And I will lick some off sometimes. I don't recommend you do that, but it looks so tempting. So what you want to do then, ooh, that's got my mouth on. Let's get my camera steady here. And just pour it into your jar for keeping. Now that we've done the hard part, let's do the fun part. We're going to get crunk. Now, I'm going to show you a couple of ways that are wonderful ways to get crunk. They're a bit outside of the usual ordinary techniques, and they're very easy and quick. But the first one is just a review of something I call the aloe bag. And I did a video in French on this, and even I couldn't understand it, so I'm going to do this quickly in English. You take your mason jar, 1 quart mason jar. This is a nut milk bag. I got lots of them. You can get them, and they're cotton. clean, and you simply just spoon in your kava, plenty of it. I would suggest you start with 4 tablespoons to either 400 or 500 milliliters of water. You can push the strength by having lower amounts of water, and that's 2 cups or just under. So anyway, I've got a bag nicely done up with some kava. I'm going to tie off the end. You'll be really amazed at how quickly this works, and also because of the way it works, you're going to get very crunk very quickly, and that's the phone